Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Zeji Total Conversion. This is the Mechanic campaign. All of them have been created by RazorClawX, in addition to the Vision of the Future campaigns that I will probably never play. Let's go on to Eternal Rivals, the second mission of the Mechanic campaign. Kral Cullen, Malice command ship, holding high orbit over Asteria. As you know, Director? Well, he was telling me that I already know it, so I'm not going to read. No, I'm just kidding. The Reptiloids and Wyker are not on good terms with each other. In result, they don't communicate on a common frequency when they do need to communicate. They use the standard mechanic frequencies for that. However, since we don't have them at the moment, we have to resort to more conventional means. This is so stupid. Why can't they just tap into a different frequency instead? Also, why the fuck didn't we just communicate with them in the previous mission? It's so goofy. Communications must be re-established with the Wyker army. Lord Zeron has walled himself into his fortress and is not coming out, nor is he responding to our shortwave transmissions. We do not need the Wyker's help, per se, but in the interest of the Mechanic Alliance... Director, allow me to introduce you Kel Driver, the finest pilot in our army, and a member of the illustrious Sal clan. Don't rush me. I didn't become the finest pilot overnight. It's difficult to pilot a twin raisin by yourself, you know. So, you need my flying abilities, Director? Just point me in the right direction. I hope it's not a micro mission. The Wyker, unlike ourselves, rely heavily on their weaponry. The Sonic Blade is a dangerous opponent for non-Mechanic, as it emits a powerful sound wave that stuns our soldiers. Once again, Director, you must breach the lines of the fortress. The method, not meth, by which you choose this is to your discretion, but expedience is required. Read. Well, destroy the Wyker Command Center. All heroes must survive. Ah! What the fuck was that? Well. It appears our avian friends have set up a lot of nice little traps in front of our encampment. This minefield is nothing to our Blade Masters, but they are alone and not enough to deal with the Sonic Blades waiting on the other end. Okay. The disruption field is nothing to our twin raisins, but the turrets in this area must be cleared from the ground. This is Gimmick Central, it looks like. Whichever method you prefer, Director, bear in mind that I would like to keep the needless deaths of my warriors to a minimum. Oh, whatever, that doesn't actually matter. So we have Blade Masters and War Mages. The War Mages can heal and restore. And Zargon Flash, which is blinding, as we found out in the last Mechanic mission. Go ahead and grab a heavy factory IMO. And I guess we'll scout out with Kel. What a set of voice lines.
My magic's in my fingers. I imagine they're around here somewhere.
Does not sound like a lizard at all. Alright, there's a expansion hugging the top left. I guess we could just float something over there.
What's up? My magic's in my fingers.
Oh no. Yeah, I imagine so too. Alright, so this looks like the main ground path.
My magic's in my fingers.
Entry understood.
What is this? Shock Claw Core.
Well. I imagine they're around here somewhere.
I guess we have
Entry understood. In progress.
we have the means to start setting up an expansion. Alright, I'm gonna set these up here.
Entry understood.
And then... trying to think of what will give us the ability to move our units through. Probably that. While also sealing it, relatively speaking.
At your service.
It's good to see you.
Accessing central storage.
Okay.
Tracking. In progress.
Build
Initiation.
a supply container in front of it.
Require victim.
We found another expansion.
Would you like to access
Alright, let's get the Shock Claw Core. And I guess we'll grab a ballistics lab as well.
Piloting report. Entry understood.
Okay.
I have come a long way to be here.
Focus Stinger.
Accessing central storage.
So this looks like it's a lot more pathable than it actually is, but
Entry understood.
it's not.
Would you like to access the system
A turret there, I suppose.
Compiling report.
Trying to think of what else we might need. Besides an expansion, obviously. I think I will float an expansion over.
Understood.
And then while that's
System check.
being set up, I'll also get a carrier factory, but I'll just start by setting up the
To access the system files.
command center.
Entry understood. Ending.
This has really made me think of what I would want out of a total conversion. And, you know, there's a lot of graphical replacements, and they're all of varying degrees of quality, obviously, but the...
Program. Entry understood.
I think the really
Access files.
interesting aspect of the whole ordeal is really a lot more about what this doesn't do. And, you know, you can make of that what you will, but what it doesn't do, in my... and what it's lacking, in particular, is a real proper through line for all of the identity of all of the factions that are at play, a coherent identity to each individual faction that is also separate from
Entry understood.
the...
In progress.
What would you say?
Tracking.
Separate from
Check. Access files. Initiation.
the overall production of StarCraft itself. Like, if you look at the assets here, if you look at the assets are very different, right? But in many cases they actually clash with the
Entry understood. Ending program.
overall.
Program.
Oh wait.
Ending program.
Okay, ending program. I get it. The A hotkey does not work. It's actually S. So besides bugs like that, there's also like a problem of obviously this feels like a Terran race, not
Would you like
not
to
anything else,
access
right?
the system
Doesn't really have any new mechanics. And so I would like that to be a different case, right?
tracking?
But
In progress.
obviously you win some, you lose some in that sort of capacity. I just feel like there's so much that was missed in terms of the opportunities here,
Accessing central storage.
and
Access files.
I will bemoan that fact.
Initiation.
I guess I could use another bunker up here to make sure that I'm not getting destroyed along the way, but
Invalid request. Accessing central storage. System check. Compiling report.
but yeah, I mean, I'm working on a pretty
Accessing
mod-heavy
storage.
production right now, Nemesis Chain,
Access files.
and it would be like I'm making it so that all of the factions feel very distinct from one another in terms of their playstyle. Some of the different Zerg assets or whatever, or different Zerg factions won't have completely custom assets, but the Infested faction will. You know, there's these things that I'm thinking about and
Would you like to
trying
access
to
the system files? In
figure out how to
entry
best characterize them, and it feels like
initiation.
there wasn't a whole lot of a consideration to that sort of thing for this production. Start setting up the expansion here.
Compiling
I haven't really been talking about my own gameplay here, but I think that this is a worthwhile conversation to have anyways.
entry understanding in progress.
Alright, let's grab a Torgatar and start
Ending program.
preparing to Maynard some of these workers over.
Accessing central
And also, of course, set up
access
some of this
files.
stuff. I'm going to order up some troopers to put in a bunker over here as well. That was... okay, grab ship plating.
Accessing central storage.
I was sort of on autopilot while I was talking about that, a lot of that stuff, but
Ready.
Please enter here. Adding to random trivia database. Version 4.2 wireless.
Program.
I don't know. Let's go ahead and set this up here as well.
Entry understood.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Compiling report.
There just could be a lot more to this overall production. Not like you can talk about the level design as well or whatever, but
Intruders. Processing. Adding to random trivia
Entry
database.
understood. Initiate
by the same metric, there's a lot that could also be
report.
achieved just from the mod standpoint by itself. And I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities.
Entry understood. Program. Entry understood. Ready. Compiling report. Compiling report.
Alright, landing this one over here, setting up our third base. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of workers from the various
Enter query.
situations, bring them over here.
Random trivia database.
System
So
check.
this is
Entry
looking pretty solid overall.
accessing central storage.
And I guess I'll
Entry understood.
set up some more of this as well.
Access the system files.
Concept destiny. Analysis. Cause and effect.
Don't say that.
Processing.
Entry understood.
I have no idea what half of these fucking voice lines are all about. We still can't get an Arcanum, but I forgot to mention, level 2 upgrades were available in the previous mission, and obviously we can't actually access them, so that's quite the oversight. Definitely didn't need to be there. So I still have not been attacked at all. I don't know if they're like waiting for me to like hit enough enemies or like interact with the enemies or something, but
How you doing?
I have not yet done that.
Imagine they're around here somewhere.
Guess I'll continue to scout around.
The finest force in the universe.
How are we doing on supply? Definitely could use some more.
In progress. Ending program. Accessing central
So I'm pretty sure the supply ships, the engineering bays, actually provide more supply than the regular supply structures. The supply depot replacements, if you will.
Would you like to
So I
access
will
the system files?
prioritize those.
Version
grab these.
4.2 wireless. Lack
here.
of creativity on card
Compiling
user.
report.
How you doing?
System check.
Cal Driver, by the way. Cal Driver, and he's a pilot.
Report.
What a name.
System check. Scanning area program.
Yeah, I mean, especially sound design, there's a lot that could have been done with the sound design here that wasn't.
Central storage.
And a lot of it, in my opinion, is it's just a big miss. I don't know. I don't really know how else to describe it. Like, this could have been so much more interesting than it ended up being.
Access files. Tracking. Access files. Tracking. Access files.
Making sure that we don't get... Oh my god.
Central storage.
Of course.
System check.
Really?
Accessing central storage.
There we go. Ay. So we can definitely build about 10 million units here, so guess we'll do that.
System check. Tracking. System check. System check.
Gonna go ahead and also
Like to access
grab some more
system files.
supply ships up here.
Would you like to access the system files? Ending program.
I don't know, man. The fact that there's no AI active, as far as I can tell, is pretty
Ending
damning.
program.
in my opinion.
Report. Entry understood.
What you want help with? What you want help with?
Ending program. Would you like to access the system files? System check.
Okay. This one's pretty much saturated. This one could definitely use more.
Processing central storage.
So this just provides 10. What is the regular thing? Oh, 8. So it's actually not that much more.
Central storage. Access files. Initiate invalid request. In progress. Tracking.
Alright, well. I think with our 6 carrier factories, we're definitely in a position... Oh, okay.
Entry understood. Would you like to access the system files? System check. In progress. Would you like to access the system
Okay, bye.
Force in the universe.
Destroyed.
Sweet to the ear, ain't it? We're the finest force in the universe.
And would you like to access the system
Apparently, not enough minerals, man. First time I've heard that in the entire fucking map, I think.
Would you like to access the system files? Would you like to access
So I guess we should get another
tracking?
set of units over here or something? I don't know.
We're the finest force in the universe. We're the finest force in the
I don't know, man. I feel like we could probably just one-shot whatever's in the area.
What's up? Well,
So they said there's a lot of turrets over here. Oh wait, I have a scanner suit, don't I? Where's this guy's main base? I guess it's over here. So,
Compiling report.
this is not looking good, guys. I do not like what I just saw.
Scanning area.
4.2 wireless. I compute.
help with?
Lack of creativity
How
on
you
card
doing?
user.
What's up? How you doing?
And we have 2 control groups almost.
Help with? How you doing?
Just keep making them. Pumping them out.
Compiling report.
What you want help
Initiation.
with?
I don't know. I think that the aesthetic of these guys isn't too bad. I mean, obviously the assets themselves are pretty low-fi, but
Access files.
that doesn't mean that it's completely, you know, irredeemable or whatever.
We're the finest force in the universe.
So we have more than 2 control groups now. I think we'll be pretty well situated. There's no ramp up here, right? It's an entirely an island. I was pretty sure.
What's up?
Ending program.
What's up? Sweet.
I think we could probably smash through whatever is in the way.
Ending program.
What's up? We're the finest force in the universe.
I think we've been allowed to. First attack that they sent at us, and it was 2 fucking sonic blades. I feel like whatever they tried to do, they were unable to do completely. Also, looks like their elevation level is lower than a disruption field, so that's no good. Yeah. Look at this. This is psychotic.
What you want help with? I imagine they're around here somewhere.
Why are there so many of these turrets, man? This is so ridiculous. Oh, even more of them.
I imagine they're around here somewhere. Sweet to the ear, ain't it? Don't rush me.
We actually suicided all of our reptiloids. That's pretty impressive. Good thing we can pump them out again.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
If we have more gas, anyways. Are we fully saturated on gas over here?
Compiling.
Maybe we could get another one. I don't know, man.
We're the
Holy shit.
finest force
We kept
in
one
the
alive.
universe.
That's pretty psychotic.
Master.
I have come a long way
Well,
to
well. My magic's
Concept
in my
destiny.
fingers.
Analysis cause and
Compiling.
effect.
Report.
Just gonna make sure that we're fully saturated and all this stuff. I don't know, man. Definitely could use some more interaction here. We don't really have any.
How you doing? What you want help with? What you want help with? What you want help with? Sweet to the
What a series
ear,
of lines.
ain't it? What's up? We're the finest force in the universe. My magic's in my
Compiling.
fingers.
Report.
I
Would
imagine
you
they're
like
around
to
here
access the
somewhere.
system files?
Don't rush me. Sweet
Compiling.
to the ear,
Report.
ain't it?
Well,
Compiling. Report. Initiation. In progress.
I don't know, man. Not impressed. There's not really a whole lot to talk about here. I guess I can set up another
Access to system files.
set of
Progress. Initiation.
What you want
these
help
carrier
with?
factories.
What you want help
Access
with?
files.
long way to
We're
reach.
the finest force in the universe. What's up? Well, well.
All right.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you? Thanks for asking.
Ending program.
I don't know, man. The fact that I just A-moved a bunch of turrets,
We're the
that's the
finest
gameplay.
force in the universe.
That's pretty sad. As you can see, very functional
Help with. What you want
series of events. What are they even trying to do? Like, they have a way out of their base, right?
Ending program.
Oh, their AI script is fucked, I think. Maybe not, I don't know.
Accessing central storage.
Okay, bye.
finest force in the universe. What's up?
Oh, they were trying to chase that one. It's pretty funny.
We're the finest force in the universe.
I don't know, man.
What you want?
This is a psychotic
What you want help with?
series of events.
What you want help with? Don't rush me.
Spamming reptiloids. This is my life now.
What's
Also,
up?
they're,
How you
again,
doing?
somehow the wireframe for when they're group selected and their icon are both fucked. That's bizarre.
How you doing? My magic's in my
Don't know how that happens. I think we could probably A-move again. I'm getting impatient. Not a lot to talk about. Guess I can keep scanning around.
What you want help with?
Like, what the fuck is the point of this, anyways?
What you want
It's
help
not,
with?
not like they
What
fucking
you want
protect
help
it.
with? How you doing? What's up? Sweet to the ear. The finest force in the universe. What's up? Sweet to the ear.
I don't know, man. That's enough, you damn blasted tin cans. Oh, hello. Oh, so you've decided to come out now, Lord Xeron. Malice, leave Lord Zeron be, or I will destroy you. Cease hostilities at once. You are in the presence of the Supreme Director. Supreme Director, forgive my lieutenant's rude behavior. The enemies are not each other, but the one who are called the Zeji and the Zerg. You are hereby ordered to follow all directions of the Region Director as of this moment forward. If you defy the orders of the Region Director, you will be terminated. Wait, I'm the Regent? That's not fun. I don't want to be Flame Knives. Yes, my lord. Director, you are now placed as Regent. Fuck. I must bring my attention elsewhere. Lord Drakbar and Zadaji's forces will come with me in order to track down the Zeji commander who is falling back to Zeji territory. If we destroy him now, we may have an advantage.
How you doing?
Well, we managed to barely managed to cloak all of our reptiloids. Hiding in plain sight in the Mapster Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing on that one, man. It felt way longer than it actually was. I felt like I was playing that for like 40 minutes. Holy shit. Very... Obviously, the AI is just bugged. I remember that same shit happening when I played this on... I don't know if it was on release, but I played it pretty early on into its life cycle, so it's just been bugged for a while, I think. I think whatever I was going to say about that mission can easily be gleaned from just playing it. But I stand by what I was saying earlier about like the identity of the factions when talking about total conversions. They don't feel like new factions. They don't feel like new races. They feel like they are like some new assets on top of existing mechanics. Like nothing is new. None of the none of the upgrades even are different, let alone the like some unit behaviors are different, but that's it. That's the only change. Like the stuff that you're buying, you know, Zealot speed, Storm, mind control. Like I guess the Phoenix is having Plague, that was different, but it's still like a stock ability just added to a different unit. So nothing very different, and I would have far preferred something vastly different. Unfortunately, I did not get it. And neither did you! Mwah!